to tell you what to say, what not to say, the lies I had to tell. Diana discovered the Jacksons. That wasn't true. She did not discover us. But it's publicity. It's pretend. Bobby Taylor. Diane had nothing to do with it when I first came out. I had to lie about my age, but I said I was 10 and I was 11. Think about it. Because you have to lie about things. Michael made this handicapped girl walk again because he saved Chester the cat. There was no Chester the cat. It was just lies. It was just, oh, look what a fantastic person he saved this girl's cat that almost got ran over by a lawnmower and she walked. The Jackson family, they lived in a ghetto in Gary, Indiana, and they made it. And they're so tight-knit, my ass. Toya's a witch. Janet's real natural. Toya's got too much of a weed. Yeah, Joseph never used to hug us. Mother did.
What about that other child?
Giovanni. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have any problems. He never had any problems showing. He hugged her and stuff. I never could understand that.
It's bizarre.
Why is that, girl?
I don't know.
He tried to beat me and stuff like that. Because I sang the wrong, I didn't do something right, or I did the wrong dance tune or whatever, the wrong move. And I would argue back and I would fight back.
And all the big brothers just sit there and watch?
Yeah. They were scared of him, and I threw a shoe at him still. And I'd run like hell.
He must have been a sight.
He couldn't catch me, you know. And he knocked me down on the floor one time because we were rehearsing in our living room. I did something wrong. He knocked a mess out of me. And we were supposed to perform somewhere the next day. And he knocked me down so hard I lost my wind, right? And I was just little. So I got up. I was so furious. You talk about me being conceited now. I got up. And I was crying. And I said, Joseph, if you hit me again, I'm not performing. He's like, what the fuck did you say? I said, if you hit me again, I am not performing. You left me alone. I said, I'm not doing the show. He said, don't you know I will kick your ass and all this and that. Joseph was being another room, messing with a girl, and it was obvious they were having sex.
Your name?
Oh, God. I remember, like I told you before, when Marlon and I had to share a room with Jermaine, and they always would say, Jermaine, we have girls up here all the time doing this and stuff. I always said, I never wanted to. Marlon said the same thing. I felt so guilty, and I just cried. And Joseph tripped me, and broke my arm and did. But he was proud of it. It's like, oh, this is what you should do for it. I mean, he didn't say that, but he was screwing women in the other room and stuff. I said, did he hurt you? And she said no. But he told me after we had sex that he never wanted to see me again. So why did you go with him? I told you backstage, don't go with him. I don't associate with him. Only unless it's a rehearsal or I have to be on stage. When we're back in the hotel room, I don't associate with those people.
Not any of them?
No, I don't associate with them. I stay off to myself.
Why? How did you feel? Anybody that you could just be real close to?
No, I feel uncomfortable. It's like, okay, this is my band. We got Michael here. We got so-and-so. We got Cheryl. We got, Jennifer. And I just don't associate. I don't want them to get close, and I don't want them to be in my soul. I wasn't like my brothers. People, they're angry and they take it out on others. I was angry and hurt, and I took it out on myself. It's like, if I danced wrong, if I sang the wrong note, I'd get the hell beat out of me. I'd get thrown in the basement. So instead of taking that out on other people, I withdrew, and I took it out on myself. There was nothing I could control in my life but my ego. And Joseph told me, oh, you're so black, or you have such a big nose.
He told you you were black?
Yes, when I was little. You are so black. You don't look like my child. Your nose is so big and this and that. They used to call me Big Nose and stuff. And instead of retaliating on them, I just did it with myself.
Are you happy with your face?
Yeah. I'm happy with my face and stuff.
Are you happy with your own?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't want to lose my kids.
Well, you don't.
I mean, people tell me, oh, yeah, you're really Janet. Or, oh, before Toya posed nude. Toya and you are the same person and stuff.
Who said that?
Oh, God, it was in the media.
When did that?
Toya even wrote that in Playboy. She said, well, at least I can put the rumor to rest that Michael and I are the same person. Showing her breasts and stuff like that. Then they say, Janet and Michael are the same person.
There's a part in Jam where you look, I think it's where you catch the ball.
Don't show me.
What?
I look like Janet. I had the most fun doing Jam out of all of them.
You look like you were having fun.
Yeah, I had fun with Naomi, but I should see her. Oh, God, you didn't see the making of Jam. It was so funny because I was on the floor ride. And he put the basketball on my head and he was holding me down on the floor.
No.
He is so big compared to me.
And you're so small.
What?
And you're so small.
I know, and it was so funny because when I was down on the floor on the video, the actual video, and I was trying to make a movie scene. God, he was like so stiff. I'm like, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Was he in the video?
Yeah.
Was the one with Cat Calloway in it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Had to be the overweight lover. I took him off, I waved to the girls in the balcony, I said, to the girls in the balcony, and I took him off and I put him back on. That was hard. I just want to do it. Your eyes. You can show something in your eyes. You let them look at you. I didn't want anyone to look at that song. Yeah, there's a lot of things that's not very scary.
But you're on your dangerous now. It doesn't follow you.
You really don't.
No, I don't.
Take a look at those eyes.
They're beautiful eyes.
That was a masterpiece.
What does that mean?
It's like, did you ever see me on the cover of that?
Yeah.
I had light contacts on, and that was all airbrushed. When you see me on Dangerous, that's all airbrushed. That's some airbrushing.
Your eyes?
Yes. I do not look that perfect. Joseph called me with a sob story, and he said, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, what do you want? Oh, you got your number changed. I said, yeah. Anyway, what do you want? He wanted to borrow $500,000. He's like, oh, what are you in debt? What did you do now? Why are you in debt this time, Joseph? You know, they're this crap on me about, well, you know, you my son, and, like, yeah. You know, I'll pay it back, and, you know, we can come up with a contract.
Has he done this before?
Yes. All the time.
And what did you tell him?
I told him, I don't know, I said, I'll think about it. I'll get back to him.
Are you going to do it?
No, I'm not going to do it.
You ungrateful child.
Oh, I know. You know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are today. And, you know.
That was a funny part.
You can suck my sock. Hey, Shadow.
I was wondering, what is up? Such a quiet dog. It's the quietest dog I've ever been around.
I know she never barks yet.
Not yet.
Girl, when it comes dinner time, if I'm not home with somebody feeds her, they say, Shadow, Sasha, time to eat. Sasha barks. She get all excited, right?
Uh-huh.
Shadow, she gets excited. She does not make a sound. She She jumps up and down, runs around in the circle, and she gets real excited, but she won't say a word. And girl, I don't know how we got on the subject. God, I don't remember, but we were talking about white guys.
White guys?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because Randy the other day was calling Catholic prejudice and stuff like that. She's like, oh, that's crazy. She didn't like me, but I have preferences. I would never sleep with a white man. And we were talking about that. Really?
Oh, no.
She's like, no, I would never sleep with a white man because their penis, it's just too pink and too red, and I don't want it on the vein show.
Oh, my God. Oh.
She's like, no, I wouldn't mind, being friends with a white man. I'm not prejudiced because I like white people and stuff. But, oh, God, I could never lay down with a white man. Because his penis is all pink and it's all red. She got these old men, that sometimes she's got to put catheters on them and stuff like that.
Oh.
She's like, well, when they're old, when a white man's old, his penis shrinks up and you got to jerk it up and find it.
Oh, my God.
Like, black men aren't like that, Even when they're old, their penis doesn't shrink down that little. And they're not all red and wrinkled.
Oh.
Oh, my God. I'm like a sick girl. And she's like, I just can't see making love with a white man with no red or pink stuff inside me.
Oh.
There's this pastry out in London and stuff, and it's called a body dick.
I don't say it.
It looks good.
Sounds terrible.
Body stuff. You feel like a body dick?
Sounds interesting.
I don't think so.
You talk to a lot of people on the phone?
No,
I just wondered.
why you ask that?
I just wondered if you did.
Yeah.
What kind of cologne?
What kind of cologne?
Homo something. Homosexual. What's the program? What? Son homo.
Son of a homo?
Son of a homo.
Hey, you got these stories and you keep...
I know, you told me.
Every time you go, it's the first thing you do.
Oh, no. What? Come on. What does he do?
He'll wake up. He'll break his up. Before he gets out of bed, he farts real.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
He's a bit weird. I don't know what's wrong. I said, you better check. There's something wrong with you, Bill.
It's the worst.
I know when he's awake. Sometimes I be playing it with Michael. Joker, are you awake? Hey, Joker. He goes, and she's like, I'm really worried about that. I just want to be with you, one-to-one without the whole gang being around. And, it's important for me to be with you. I don't care. I really want to spend time with you.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna be with her.
You told me before that you're a long-term person.
I am.
But how can you be that way when there's so many people around?
Because I don't love those people. I want to be with someone. I want to know what a relationship is all about before I die. Can you understand that, girl?
Yes.
I've never had, I've been with Tate. I've been with Tate. I thought I was with Diana. It was just in my own mind.
You were a little boy.
I know. I've never had a relationship. My brothers have been married. My brothers have had girlfriends. I really haven't had that.
How long did it take you to get over Diana?
Years. A hell of a long time. I just want to know what it's like to have a real relationship with someone who doesn't want me for me, that I don't have to look over my shoulder all the time.
That doesn't have an ulterior motive?
Yes. That doesn't question me, that What am I going to do? I don't want to die without knowing about this, having a real relationship with a woman or being involved. I was involved, but we never did anything. We never really had a way.
But that was your decision. That wasn't hers. I mean,
the girlfriend had my nose wide open, okay? She could drive a truck through my nose.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Black thing.
The black thing.
So I loved her so much. God, I would give her money, I would give her jewelry, I would give her a house, a car, whatever. But it was never good enough.
Well, she wanted all of you, Michael. She wanted a relationship.
She knew how I was from the beginning. It wasn't like she could.
Well, she was probably hoping that it would change. Because I'm sure
But not until I got married.
Well, I know that, but I'm sure that she loved you and when you have been with somebody that many years.
I loved her so much I didn't want to see that. I did not want to see that. And I knew she was fooling around. I know for a fact.
Well, don't you think what attracted you was the fact that she was such a strong person and that she stood up for you and your dad and
yeah.
She was always there. Wasn't that a lot of the attraction? I mean, because she's older than you.
Oh, yeah. And I was so in love that I could have my nose wide open and I didn't want to believe what was really going on.
You don't have any regrets?
No. I don't regret that I didn't sleep with her. I'm glad I did. I want to experience what I haven't experienced before. Never. Having a relationship with someone like that. I've never had that.
I think everybody wants it.
Well, I haven't.
Okay.
And that's what I want. You know, I know I'm not going to be here very long or whatever.
How long will you be?
You're asking. I'm trying to question that. I don't know.
You don't have to get me.
I don't know. You can come up with all kind of actions and die. I don't want to die not having a relationship like everybody else around me that I've had. I don't want to die.
I know.
Well, I've never experienced it. For someone to accept me totally.
You're pushing 34, my dear.
Yeah, and I've never had it. Everyone else I know has had it, but I never have. I ruined my own relationship.
You do?
Oh, I won't take time.
I was trying to take these jeans off and I dropped them all apart.
Finish.
No, wait a minute. I want to pick them up off the floor.